Welcome back to the channel. You're joining us at quite a windy park up.
Yeah, it's pretty windy, so I think we're going to start this video by running away back to somewhere lower and slightly less windy, because the whole van is just shaking from side to side.
We're in our lower park up now, and it's still very windy down here. I think we're very glad we moved, because we were getting buffeted earlier when the wind was lower. So yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we're still here come the morning.
And hopefully all our aerial and everything on the roof is still here. Hello, you can see we survived our very windy night.
We did, yeah, and that wasn't last night, that was actually the night before. Yesterday we just had quite a lazy day, sitting around the van, not really doing much, bit of editing, you know, things like that. But it's still quite windy at the moment, and you can probably see there's still a distinct lack of snow around.
Yeah, absolutely no snow.
So here we are in yet another forest, doing yet another foresty walk, but you know, can't complain too much. It's nice weather, it's nice to be here, the scenery's good. Exactly,
it's not raining, and word on the slopes is there is some snow coming at some point, maybe tomorrow, maybe in about a week's time, but...
Hopefully tomorrow.
Yeah. We're heading for something on the map that's marked as a bothy. Now, bothies often aren't marked on OS maps, so we're not entirely sure what we're going to find, but...
It may just be a lodge or something.
Yeah, it may be some stone that just happens to be called bothy. No idea.
Bothies are basically like little mountain refuges that you can stay in overnight if you either want to do a long day on the hills or get stuck out on the hills. But this one doesn't really look far enough off the beaten track. This is quite a well-made path,
this
to be honest.
beaten track?
This one doesn't look far enough out into the mountains to really be a proper bothy.
Yeah.
But it might be, I've got no idea.
No, so your guess is as good as ours. I guess we'll see. Oh look, it's another one of these little seats. It's my turn to sit on it today.
She's on. Look at their legs dangle.
My feet don't touch the ground.
My feet do touch the ground.
It's alright for some. We found this beautiful lake known as the Green Lock and took a few minutes here to appreciate the pretty scenery and the cute little ducks. Then we were back off on our way in search of that bothy. We've just walked up a little rise, and now I think we've spotted the chimney and the roof of the bothy over there.
Yeah, let's go check it out.
They appear to have tied their roof down with bits of wire. Stop it blowing away.
Do come in, out the wind. Do come in. Welcome to our little humble bothy here. We got a pile of logs here which you can chop for some firewood.
Down there in the corner.
As you can see, and then the main living area, as it were, is through here.
Yeah, nice and basic structure, but you got a little fire, which I think is quite a luxury for a bothy. You don't always have those.
Yeah, and I think they're literally just small little things just to get you out of the wind if you need them. They're not a luxury hotel, as you could probably see.
Yeah, you've got a little place to sit down or lie down, enough space for a few people. There's some rules up on the board about how to be good when you're staying here. Take all your litter and stuff with you. Nice and basic, but you know, for a night, or if you're stuck out in the hills somewhere and you desperately need to get some shelter.
Yeah, I think I'd sleep here if needed.
Yeah, definitely. Someone's left some rum and some ginger beer up there, and you've got some dehydrated food, so all you need.
Yeah, what more do you need?
And even a pretty good view out the window.
It's quite windy and it's just started drizzling a bit, so I think we're going to head back to the van and call that a good walk.
We are back at the van, going to pop our stuff away, grab a bite to eat, and then
might head into AdVANtures, I think. Maybe go to a cafe. While there's no snow and everything's a bit grey and drizzly.
Yeah.
What else can you do?
Cafe day. By the next morning, the conditions still hadn't improved, and so we hit the road towards Inverness in search of better weather. We are parked up in a nature reserve car park today because the plan was to go bouldering, because up on the summits it's like 100-mile-an-hour plus winds. It's absolutely crazy up there, so we thought a nice chill day bouldering in a valley, that'll be fine.
But the forecast here was supposed to be a bit drier, but that hasn't quite gone to plan, so you probably can't see out there, but it's quite grey, quite damp still, and still fairly windy.
Yeah.
Our journey was interesting. Very windy. Driving the van, being blown all over the place.
Yeah.
Trying to wrestle with the road and the wind, and
dodging bits of debris and stuff, and we desperately needed some diesel, so we'd planned in a stop along the A9 to pick up some diesel, and that station was closed.
Yeah.
And the next station was all the way in Inverness, so we took a bit of a detour into Inverness.
About a 20-minute detour to the outskirts of Inverness. We saw Inverness and then the sea beyond, so that was quite nice, at least.
And we saw the Tesco petrol station.
We did. Very, very scenic stopover. 7 out of 10. Would go again. So yeah, I think the rain is stopping, even if the wind has picked up. I don't know if you can hear that. So we might try and run up to the boulder and jump on something very easy.
Yeah, just get something done.
Right, the sun has come out, so we're going to that big boulder over there. Quickly now before the rain.
Yep. Oh, it's very boggy. Right, we've got to the rock, which is just behind me. We've come from somewhere down there. We're going to try and pop on some stuff, but it is a bit windy still. It's windy, it's cold, it's damp, and we've got the wrong shoes on. Come on, find something. Oh, that was looking good though. Maybe more of a press from where you currently got it.
Not got the right shoes on. So not the best session ever, not having the right shoes with us, but that is entirely our fault. But we both got out of the van, we both walked up here, got on top of something. So all in all, good day out, I think.
Yeah, that's about all we ever managed to do with bouldering, it feels like. So not too bad.
Back to the van, back to the van. And I think back to the Cairngorm ski resort for tonight, so we can get up something tomorrow.
Alright, we have just got back into the van. It started raining, so...
Yeah, I'd call that good timing, I think.
Yeah, I think very good timing. I think we're going to head back now.
Yeah, do have to empty our bins en route.
Yeah, sure.
But then, yeah, back to the Cairngorm ski centre, and I think we're going to do the upper car park. Yeah. Because that's where we're going to set off from tomorrow morning, hopefully. Yeah,
and the winds should be lower tonight, so...
They are supposed to be a lot lower, so hopefully we're not going to get blown around too much.
Fingers crossed. Alright, it's definitely snowed a bit more overnight. You can see behind me. So we're going to head up to Schnechter area and attempt to get some mountaineering done.
I think we're past the halfway point on the way up now, going back to Schnechter. And yeah, definitely slightly snowier than it was last time we visited. 4 or 5 days ago, I think it was. I think the plan is to do a route called Jacob's Ladder, but it's very popular. So depending on queues and things when we get there, we might decide to do something else. So we'll play it by ear a bit.
We are almost at the rocks. It does look quite busy on the route we were planning on going up. Oh, my eye is watering because of the wind. So we may end up doing something different. We did end up doing something different because our route had an actual queue forming at the bottom. We've just come up this thing behind me. We didn't get any footage of it because there wasn't really anywhere to stop. We sort of missioned up it without a rope, which meant it was pretty full on the entire way up. But it was good fun. Yeah, nice little mixed scramble.
Yeah, we got a bit of snow now, very light snow, but it is snowing up here. And then we got to work out which exit we want to take behind me. Both of which go up to the top. We've got our second ice axes out. Things were getting very icy. Properly icy, and we've gone off-piste a bit.
Hello! We eventually made it to the summit, where things were feeling fairly wintry, but it wasn't until we were most of the way back down that the bad weather really hit.
It's pretty windy!
It's really windy!
Look at all the stuff. Look at the spectrum.
We rounded off the day with a cafe trip, and as you can see, even after about half an hour sat in the warmth, there's still ice in my bottle.
Good morning, guys. We did manage to get back down off the hill yesterday, even though it was very windy.
Yeah.
And then I think we were both just completely exhausted.
Wiped out, yeah.
It just took it out of us, and I've got quite a sore hip from where I slipped over on the ice as well. So I think we're going to have a bit of an easy day today.
Yeah, we're going to do some chores, empty our grey water, which might be a nightmare, but we'll see. And technically, we've survived our very first winter snowstorm.
Yeah, we'll call this a winter snowstorm.
It snowed. It was a storm. Storm Malik.
This one was Storm Corrie.
Storm Corrie,
yeah.
Sorry. Technically we've survived 2 then.
Yeah, so we came low down and we tried to park away from trees as well. Just because we don't want to be the unlucky people, you know.
No, yeah. We headed to a nearby camper van air so we could get cracking with those chores. Yep. So we have an issue with our grey water tank. As you can see, our tap is open and nothing is coming out, but we know there is definitely stuff in there. So we've got a blockage somewhere. Which we're going to have to try and clear.
So we've got this little water bottle cleaner, which if I can get the angle right and we can get it up inside the tap, it might work. Right, the plan is to remove this hose and possibly this spout thing, and then try and get down here, down to the bottom of the tank to clean out that outlet.
Alright, we have taken the top off of our tank, that thing there, and we've jammed a long old stick down, and hopefully that is loosening some stuff at the bottom.
That flow is much better.
Oh yeah, that's so much better.
We'll try and get any gunk. We've reattached our hose and we are emptying. Okay,
we've topped everything up. We're about ready.
We've topped ourselves up in the cafe.
Yeah, so we went for a coffee and a cake and a spot of lunch. So we're ready. We're going to go move a little bit up north, I think, today.
A bit further north, yeah. Hopefully get a bit of bouldering in over the next few days. We would be driving right now, but we are currently blocked into this little farmyard area.
Yeah, I think they're loading and or unloading a horse. So we're going to give them a minute and then we'll set off. The storms had downed a lot of trees, but thankfully hadn't closed any of the roads we needed. So we made it to the coast.
We've just arrived at our bouldering area for today on the coast. It's not raining apparently.
Yeah.
But it is very windy, so we're being rocked all over the place.
Maybe this isn't rain. Maybe this is just water
Sea mist.
being blown from the sea.
No, it's quite possible.
In the hope that the weather might clear up, we went out to explore and to try and find our rocks. The rain never did let up, but the rocks were pretty spectacular to look at, even if we couldn't climb on them. That counts as bouldering, right? And now for the defeated and somewhat dejected walk back to the van. And I think we can call that our least successful bouldering days so far.
Turn the limit on this, yeah.
Yes,
We should be fine.
I can see a lot of marks where things are browned out.
We're okay, just. That was close. I was very waiting for a big
We were
old
worried we were
crunch.
going to lose our LPG tank there, but we're all good.